Hello and welcome to the Light Lunch. This is our Girl Boss session, and we do have Kairo in the house, who's an immensely talented makeup artist. She has worked with prominent figures, and listen, her work is impressive. And I was also, I've experienced it myself firsthand. So trust me when I say this, she's extremely talented and beautiful, just like her work. Her name is Amila Kairo YT, and she's in the studio with us. Kairo, how are you doing, my loving?
Hi, I'm good, Amila. How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to have you here. We're ecstatic to have you in studio with us. And you're right. And now on to our first question, right? What inspired the Noir Beauté Makeup Artistry that you are, the boss lady of?
It's a question that I always get.
Yes.
And it wasn't inspired overnight. I think I grew up having this type of passion because I used to do makeup on my mom, and I'd style her hair, and she'd actually go on official functions like MUA Kairo, like she'd go to funerals and amafela, like things like that, and she'd go with a face prepared by me. And that time I'm like 8-9 years old. So I think she honed it from a very young age. But you know how you grow up and you want to be a doctor, you want to be a dentist, you want to be a teacher or whatnot. Obviously, I fell off the wagon and I went into corporate. But it was always just in my bones. And, one day I decided, listen, how about I just go professional with this thing?
Listen, from what I can tell, it's a gift.
It's a gift.
It's literally a gift. You're born with it, honey. And your work is impressive. It's amazing. And it's funny how unique it is. Like, you can tell from a distance that this face beat was done by Kairo.
I know, right?
You've clocked it.
I know, right? I get people all the time. I'm like, I could see that was you.
Yes.
It's the weirdest thing.
But it's cool. It's cool. So you do have, training sessions that where you educate and teach new makeup enthusiasts about your work and how it's done. Tell us about your goal with that project.
Okay, so initially it was an irritating feeling that I used to get when I see people with bad brows and bad makeup, and I just wanted to fix them. And then I realized it would be rude for me to just approach them and say, "Do you know that your brows are skewed?"
Are done incorrectly.
So I couldn't do that. So I then offered the service and said, "Listen, guys, I'm your girl. I'm gonna help you.
Yes.
Come, let's get it right." And then I realized that people actually do want to learn. People do want to know how to do their own makeup. Yes, they'll come to me for like a pampering session situation, or if they want to go to a wedding, they want to sit down and have somebody do it professionally. But people do want to know how to do their own makeup, and then I saw a gap and I went in. So that's how it started. But then it's now grown from just wanting to teach people how to do their makeup to now wanting to empower people to open their own businesses and have be able to put bread on the table. Because for me, it started out as a a little hobby, and then it's been what keeps me going. This is how I survive. This is how I pay rent. This is how I pay my child's school fees. So why not empower somebody else, you don't have to be stuck in situations when you've got izanda where you can actually use them to do something. And so it just morphed from me wanting to fix the community and the skew brows to me actually wanting to empower the fellow woman and say, listen, let's do this. You don't have to stick in a situation that doesn't serve you if you can learn a new skill and go out there and make it happen.
100%. That is such a valid inspiration. And listen, I can't draw brows to save my life, so I don't even attempt. I just leave my brows as they are, because I know I will jinx the entire process. But
don't worry, I also jinx it sometimes, and I'm like, they know I can do it, let me just walk out and go.
And they always say there's your brows have to be twins and not sisters.
No, they can't be twins. I mean, we don't have symmetry, guys. We people try to get them as close as they can't be cousins though.
Okay. So
better sisters than twins. Twins are almost impossible to do. You'll sit there for like an hour trying to get them to be symmetrical. So no.
Alrighty, that's awesome. And now I want to know the difference, right? Because I know the makeup beat is different depending on the event. So what's the difference between a corporate face beat and a bridal face beat?
Okay, so with a corporate face beat, the company is trying to project a certain type of image to the community, to stakeholders, to potential clients, and the company wants its employees to look a certain way. They want them to look professional. They want them to look clean. So that whoever wants to approach the business trusts these people. So if I'm going to put glitter on a corporate makeup session, then, you know, potential stakeholders and clients are going to look at you and think, oh, this one is going to chow my money, and they won't come. So the difference is clean, sophisticated, and, you know, neat.
Yes.
So, but then when it comes to a bridal look, you want something that's going to last long, because the bride is going to have their makeup done early in the morning, but then they'll have to sit the whole day. So you need to make sure that there's longevity in the type of application that you use. We also want to make sure that the bride glows and timeless as well, because if you're going to use different techniques that are in fashion, you know, different fads, then 20 years down the line, when the bride looks at themselves and they don't relate, because you used methods that are in fashion, whereas you were trying to give a timeless look. So when they look at themselves in the future, they can still look and think, oh, I look so beautiful. So you want timeless, you want longevity, you want glow. So those are the two differences between corporate and corporate. You must look like you don't have makeup on. But you must look clean and neat and beautiful and approachable.
Okay, alrighty. So we'll get back to our conversation in just a bit. This is Tyler with a song called Breathe Me, and then after that I'll continue my beautiful conversation with Kairo. Right, welcome back to Girl Boss Wednesdays, and I was in the conversation with Kairo, who is the girl boss behind Noir Beauté Makeup Artistry, which is impeccable work. Now, Kairo, in continuing our conversation, what is that one thing that people misunderstand about makeup?
So what I would say people misunderstand about makeup is, one, it's there to change you and your looks, and it's a fake situation. I always believe that makeup is there to enhance what is already there.
Oh, nice.
Makeup is there to because we, you know, on our day-to-day basis, we would deal with things like pollution, you know, fatigue, all of those things, and they basically change how we actually look.
Valid.
So what I feel makeup does is sort of reverse those situations, even if it's going to be temporary. But if you've got bags under your eyes because you couldn't sleep, you can put a little bit of concealer just to brighten yourself up, and also just to, you know, feel good and look good. Another misconception that people have, especially when it comes to makeup artistry, you know, we have different likes and we have different tastes, and different makeup artists have different touches and different ways of doing things. And a lot of people will like a certain thing because they like it done by that particular makeup artist, but then they will look at another makeup artist and say, they can't really do nice makeup because, you know, the preference is this one. Which is weird, because I mean, the artistry is different. People have different ways of application, and I think it's really unfair to not be able to embrace everybody and how they do things, because everybody's an individual and everybody has their own touch. So I think those are the two misconceptions that people have about makeup.
So makeup artistry is different. The fact that somebody else did it with a different makeup artist doesn't mean that that type of makeup is invalid. Is that what I'm getting? Okay, lovely stuff. Now, let's say I want to book you for a makeup session, and how do I go about it? How do I say, listen, I heard Kairo speaking on the Light Lunch with Amila, and right now I really want to do my makeup with her. How do I go about it?
Okay, so I am on the different social platforms, social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Noir Beauté Makeup Artistry. I am on Instagram with the same name, and I also WhatsApp, and you can call me as well. Can I call up my number?
Yes.
So the number is 073 1121 305.
Alrighty, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I also, over and above doing makeup, I also do permanent eyebrows.
Yes.
and we do hair installations, wig installations. We style wigs and we treat them.
Girl.
And we do lashes as well.
Girl.
So it's almost like a full circle all-rounder situation.
Listen, it's not just about the makeup artistry, it's about everything else in between. So make sure that you book Kairo for your next makeup session, or whether it's a wig installation, or if you want to permanently, draw your brows or extend your lashes. She's the girl boss behind it. So make sure that you look for Kairo as business on your social media platforms. It is Noir Beauté Makeup Artistry on Instagram, on Facebook, and she did tell you her digits as well. And that's how we conclude our conversation with Kairo. Kairo, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It's been a pleasure. And might as well back my makeup.
Yes, girl.
Right, so that's how we conclude our conversation with Kairo. Frigid Armadillo is coming up with a song called Goodbye, My Friend. It is featuring Good Luck.